Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are continuing to create their own path after stepping away from their roles as senior working members of the royal family. From sharing the adorable new updates of their 3-year-old son Archie and 1-year-old daughter Lilibet, to publicly reuniting with the royal family for the first time since 2020 at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The last 12 months were met with many milestones for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The duo also had a rare reunion with the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and Cornwall following Queen Elizabeth II's death, revealed the release date for Harry's upcoming memoir, and launched their own docu-series. As the couple continue to make waves in California, Access Hollywood is looking back at some of their most memorable moments of 2022.
I also echo the immense gratitude for tonight, both for this award and to this community for welcoming me so warmly.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are taking the spotlight for a special reason. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex accepted the prestigious President's Award at the NAACP Image Awards on Saturday night and were chosen for what NAACP President Derek Johnson called a, quote, unwavering commitment to making an impact. The couple joined the ceremony in person, with Meghan in an elegant one-shouldered blue gown and Harry in a dapper tux, and they expressed gratitude for being able to share their common passions and give back as a united team.
I think it's safe to say that I come from a very different background than my incredible wife. Yet our lives were brought together for a reason. We share a commitment to a life of service, a responsibility to confront injustice, and a belief that the most often overlooked are the most important to listen to.
And I couldn't be prouder that we're doing this work together.
And Meghan also revealed that a special guest was on hand to help celebrate their latest milestone.
Thank you so much for joining us in this work, and thank you again for this incredible honor, truly. My mom's here with us tonight, and we all feel very proud. Thank you.
Thank you.
The honor marked the couple's first major Hollywood appearance since they moved to California in 2020, following their decision to step down as senior working royals, and they join an impressive roster. Past NAACP President's Award recipients include Muhammad Ali, LeBron James, Rihanna, Jay-Z, and more. In addition, Meghan and Harry's Archwell Foundation teamed with the NAACP to create the new Digital Civil Rights Award, which recognizes leaders spearheading change through technology-driven social justice. Each annual honoree will receive $100,000 to further their cause. The inaugural recipient was Dr. Sophia Noble. The parents of two have consistently used their platform to promote the causes they believe in. One day before receiving their NAACP award, Meghan and Harry voiced support for Ukraine as the Russian invasion escalates, posting a statement on their Archwell Foundation website and echoing the sentiment in their NAACP speech.
We would like to acknowledge the people of Ukraine who urgently need our continued support.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Invictus Games trip is off to a roaring start. The couple hit up the Jaguar Land Rover Driving Challenge on Saturday for the first medal event of the Games, hosted in The Hague. Meghan cheered on Harry as he took the passenger seat of one vehicle to help guide the driver across a hilly off-road course. The pair looked to be having a total blast while cheering on other participants as well, sporting shocked expressions during one intense moment in the competition and greeting attendees with hugs and handshakes. But it was the couple's follow-up appearance alongside a pair of adorable youngsters in kiddie cars that stole the show. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex appeared delighted to join the little ones for a mini spin, with Harry raising his arms in celebration and Meghan beaming close behind. The duo opted for casual looks during the daytime excursion, light-wash denim and a cropped jacket for Meghan, and a black Invictus Games polo for Harry. On Friday, the pair stepped out for the Games reception ceremony upon their arrival in the Netherlands. Meghan stunned in an on-trend oversized double-breasted white blazer and matching slacks by Valentino, as Harry looked dapper in a classic suit without a tie. This marks Harry's 5th Invictus Games since he launched the Paralympic-style competition in 2014 to honor injured service members. Previous events have been held in London, Orlando, Toronto, and Sydney, with Meghan joining the Duke for the latter two. The next games are slated for Dusseldorf, Germany in 2023. Before heading to the festivities, the couple stopped in the UK for their first joint visit since stepping down from senior royal duties in 2020. They even had a private meeting with members of the royal family, including the Queen.
Guys, how are we doing?
Hi. Nice to see you.
Prince Harry is doing his part to give back as a proud dad and veteran. The Duke of Sussex is commemorating this year's long-awaited Invictus Games in the Netherlands, and he shared with young Dutch reporters from Kinder Correspondent why the event means so much to him and how he hopes his work will help leave an important legacy for his and Meghan Markle's 2 children.
What is your wish for Archie and Lilibet?
To grow up in a better world, to grow up in a fairer world, a safer world, a more equal world. It's not going to be easy, but I will never, ever, ever rest until I, as a parent, have at least tried to make the world a better place for them, because it is our responsibility that the world is the way that it is now. And I don't think that we should be bringing children into the world unless we are going to make that commitment to make it better for them. We cannot steal your future.
Harry and Meghan spent their Easter Sunday cheering on athletes at this year's games, watching various sports including volleyball and archery. The pair was spotted hugging one athlete and greeting a sweet pup, of course. The Duke and Duchess have been showing their full support since the festivities kicked off earlier this week, with Meghan cheering Harry on as he helped a driver navigate a hilly off-road course in the Jaguar Land Rover Driving Challenge, and hopping in kiddie cars with youngsters for a cute joyride around a mini course. The duo also shared a kiss on stage at the opening ceremony, where Harry reflected in a heartfelt speech on his conversation with Archie about what the toddler wants to be when he grows up. So far, astronaut and pilot are both on the list, and Harry made sure to explain that he wants his son to know that one's professional life is just a small part of who they are, adding, "But what I remind him is that no matter what you want to be when you grow up, it's your character that matters most, and nothing would make his mom and me prouder than to see him have the character of what we see before us today." This marks Harry's 5th Invictus Game since he launched the Paralympic-style competition in 2014 to honor injured service members. Previous events have been held in London, Orlando, Toronto, and Sydney, with Meghan joining the Duke for the latter 2. The next games are slated for Dusseldorf, Germany in 2023.
Lilibet Diana is on the move. Prince Harry excitedly shared that his and Meghan Markle's 10-month-old daughter is on the verge of walking. Her current priorities are trying to keep up with her brother. She took her first step just a few days ago. "Proud papa here," the 37-year-old said in a new interview with People. The publication caught up with the Duke of Sussex at the 2022 Invictus Games, which he founded in 2014. And the father of 2 revealed that he hopes to one day bring his daughter and his son Archie to the annual event. "We can't wait. I showed Archie a video of wheelchair basketball and rugby from the Invictus Games in Sydney, and he absolutely loved it," he shared. The adaptive sports competition for wounded soldiers holds a special place in the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's hearts, with the British Army vet adding that the Invictus family is extremely supportive, saying, "The Toronto Games were our first time out and about publicly in an official way. We were dating at the time, so it was a lot to take in, but fortunately, we were with the perfect community for that. Now, 5 years later, here we are in The Hague at the 5th Invictus Games as parents of 2 and living in the US. I had always wanted to share these incredible moments with someone special, and to have Meg by my side means everything." He went on to share more heartwarming moments the couple have had along the way, continuing, "Last time we were at the Games was in Sydney in 2018, when we had just announced we were pregnant with Archie. So the Games are important to us for many reasons, and they're anchored in very pivotal and sentimental moments for us as a couple. I am an incredibly lucky man to have her as my wife." Harry also shared how being a father has adjusted his view on the Games, explaining, "Being a dad certainly adds another emotional layer to it. When I was in the Army, I promised myself I would be out before having a wife and kids, because I couldn't imagine the heartache of being apart for so long during deployment."
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are feeling the love. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped out over the weekend at the Santa Barbara Polo Club, near their Montecito home in California. While there, they were photographed showing some PDA when the couple kissed after Harry's polo team finished competing. Harry's Los Padres team took home the Liesl Nelson Memorial Trophy at the match, so it seems like the couple had something to celebrate. Harry was there competing with his pal and teammate Nacho Figueres. The pro polo player took to Instagram to share a snap with Harry and some other teammates, writing in part, quote, "A great day of polo for Los Padres." Also at the match was another A-list star, Rebel Wilson. The senior year actress got a photo with the royal and shared it on Instagram, writing Team Harry. The Sussex's weekend PDA wasn't the first time the duo was photographed kissing. The pair had previously been seen kissing as they posed with a trophy at a charity polo game in 2018. Harry and Meghan moved to America to live a more private life, famously exiting as senior working royals in 2020 in a move that shocked royal fans worldwide.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are back in the royal fold. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were all smiles as they arrived at the National Service of Thanksgiving to honor the Queen at St. Paul's Cathedral on Friday. Harry and Meghan showed affection as they walked hand in hand into the church and were greeted with cheers from the crowd. The event marks the first time the couple have publicly reunited with the royal family since Commonwealth Day in March 2020, which was their final appearance as working senior royals. Meghan wore a belted white Dior haute couture coat with a matching hat, gloves, and heels for the occasion, while Harry wore a classic morning suit with medals. Once inside, the duo linked arms as they took their seats near the Duke's cousins, Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, and their husbands. The couple's children, 3-year-old son Archie and nearly 1-year-old daughter Lilibet, did not join their parents at the service, but are reportedly in the UK as the family continues to celebrate the Queen's historic Platinum Jubilee. The trip marks Meghan's first time to London in 2 years following the pair's decision to move their family to California, as they stepped back from their roles as senior working members of the royal family. On Thursday, Meghan and Harry joined other members of the royal family for the Trooping the Color at the Major General's office, while Prince William, Kate Middleton, and their kids joined the Queen on the balcony at Buckingham Palace. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are celebrating their daughter's first birthday. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex hosted an intimate backyard picnic at their Frogmore Cottage home in England over the weekend and shared new details from Lilibet Diana's milestone day. The couple's close friend and photographer, Misan Harriman, took a, quote, candid, spontaneous photo of his wife and children with Meghan and Lily at the party. Misan, who also photographed the couple's pregnancy announcement, shared a few snaps from the festivities on Twitter, including an adorable image of the now 1-year-old looking just like Dad with her stunning red hair. Baker Claire Patak, who made Meghan and Harry's 2018 wedding cake, also created a special cake for the celebration. The couple were in the United Kingdom with their little girl and their 3-year-old son Archie to celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, commemorating her historic 70 years on the British throne.
It's where I felt closest to my mother and sought solace after she died, and where I knew I had found a soulmate in my wife.
Prince Harry is showing some love for his soulmate Meghan Markle and his late mother, Princess Diana. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex made an appearance at the UN General Assembly in New York City on Monday, where Prince Harry gave a moving speech in honor of Nelson Mandela's legacy. For the event, the former Suits actress donned a black pencil skirt with a chic blouse. She added black Manolo Blahnik heels with her signature brown locks pulled back into a ponytail for a sophisticated look. Meanwhile, Prince Harry looked dapper in a navy suit and matching blue tie, while he was captured walking hand in hand with the mother of his 2 kiddos. It's no surprise the two brought their fashion A-game to the UN General Assembly. After all, Prince Harry was tapped as the keynote speaker to celebrate Nelson Mandela Day on July 18th. In the royal speech, Prince Harry praised Mandela's work and spoke about his love for Africa.
Since I first visited Africa at 13 years old, I've always found hope on the continent. In fact, for most of my life, it has been my lifeline. A place where I've found peace and healing time and time again. It's where I felt closest to my mother and sought solace after she died, and where I knew I had found a soulmate in my wife. And it's where so much of my work is why my work is based there.
He also opened up about a photo he has of the late South African president with his mother, Princess Diana.
We've also come to know him through the photographs of a person who, even when confronting unimaginable cruelty and injustice, almost always had a smile on his face.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry made a large donation on a GoFundMe page in their children Archie and Lilibet's name. The couple made a $5,000 donation to the page, which was set up for the Zajfin family in Los Angeles, quote, so they can grieve the loss of their sweet angel boy George. And for the name listed by the generous donation, it simply reads Archie and Lilibet. Another person who donated is Meghan's ex-husband, Trevor Ingleson, and his wife, Tracy, who donated $1,000 to the cause. It's not currently known how the royal couple is connected to the Zajvins, but it seems they could be family friends. This isn't the first time the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have given back. The couple are known for their charity and philanthropic work over the years. The updates come after Harry and Meghan were in New York City last week. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex attended the UN General Assembly together last Monday. The duo currently live in Montecito, California, and have really changed how they approach their relationship with the public and the media since moving to the States.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's oldest is growing up so fast. In a wide-ranging interview with New York Magazine's The Cut, the Duchess of Sussex opened up about life after she and her husband, Prince Harry, stepped away from the royal family, including some sweet updates on the couple's 3-year-old son, Archie. While chatting with the mag, Meg picked up Archie from preschool and received a huge hug as he dropped his lunchbox out of excitement. He is currently doing half days at the school, but Meghan was recently informed that her little tot is now ready for full days of preschool. Once the mother-son duo got home from school, Archie ran up to his dad and threw his arms around his legs, and he started to dance as Harry beatboxed. It's clear that Meghan and Harry are embracing a more normal life out in California. After all, Meghan did note in the interview that the couple were, quote, happy to leave the monarchy, since they felt like they were, quote, upsetting the dynamic of the hierarchy just by existing. When asked if there's any chance of moving past the family rift with the royal family, Meghan said that she believes forgiveness is really important. Quote, it takes a lot more energy to not forgive, but it takes a lot of effort to forgive. I've really made an active effort, especially knowing I can say anything. I have a lot to say until I don't. Do you like that? Sometimes, as they say, the silent part is still part of the song. After all, Meghan also revealed that she didn't sign anything that keeps her from talking about her time as a royal. But she hasn't yet because she's, quote, still healing. But the mother of two explained that she's ready for her real voice to be heard and shared that she has plans of getting back on Instagram nearly 5 years after closing her personal account amid her relationship with Prince Harry.
You want to come say hi? Look, she just popped in.
Hello.
Hello. Meghan Markle is a podcaster. The Duchess of Sussex dropped her first episode of her new podcast, Archetypes, and she had a little help from tennis champ Serena Williams to kick things off. But before the close pals got into their serious convo, Meghan's husband, Prince Harry, crashed the conversation to say hi to Serena.
You want to come say hi? Look, she just popped in.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I like what you've done with your hair. That's a great vibe.
Thank you. Good to see you as always. I miss you guys.
Well, come and see us.
I will.
I'll make a plan.
Have fun.
Thanks, my love.
The two ladies went on to chat about ambition and how it's a, quote, dirty, dirty word when it comes to women.
So I don't ever remember personally feeling the negative connotation behind the word ambitious until I started dating my now husband. And apparently ambition is a terrible, terrible thing. For a woman, that is, according to some. So since I felt the negativity behind it, it's really hard to unfeel it. I can't unsee it either in the millions of girls and women who make themselves smaller, so much smaller, on a regular basis.
Serena also reflected on what ambition looks like in her own life and compared how men and women are viewed differently.
To check myself because I've been so blinded by society. You know, if a man is ambitious, am I bringing down society by saying a woman is something different than ambitious? Or what do I think of women that are ambitious? Often women are definitely put in these different boxes when we are ambitious or when we do have goals or when we reach our goals. It's a negative connotation on how we reach the goals.
Listeners can expect more honest conversations with special guests from around the world in the upcoming episodes of Archetypes.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have a new furry friend in their family. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex adopted a rescue beagle named Mamma Mia. who was rescued from a breeding and research plant in Virginia, per the LA Times, who first reported the news. Shannon Keith of the Beagle Freedom Project spoke out to Access Hollywood about working with Meghan and Harry, raving about what amazing adopters they are. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are the most loving, sensitive, and caring adopters I have ever met. We were so honored that they have been supporting Beagle Freedom Project and chose to adopt a dog who has been abused. They made a point to adopt a rescue named Mia, who most would overlook because she is older, has health issues, and is traumatized by her past. I was so impressed by their commitment to animal welfare, she tells Access, also revealing that the couple has been following up with the Beagle Freedom Project to share about how Mia is doing in her new home. Meghan and Harry are also parents to a black lab named Pula, who they adopted after their royal wedding, and Meghan had a beagle named Guy before she wed Harry, per Vogue. Little Mama Mia will be living with the royal couple at their mansion in Montecito, California, along with their 2 kids, Archie and Lilibet. The royal duo seem to be loving life in the States. They moved here after announcing they were stepping down as working senior royals in 2020.
Next week is the 25th anniversary of my mother's death, and she most certainly will never be forgotten.
Prince Harry is remembering his late mother, Princess Diana. While at the Syndicated Polo Cup in Aspen, Colorado on Thursday, the Duke of Sussex spoke out after his team won the charity match and mentioned his late mother, whom he founded Syndicated in honor of back in 2006. He shared about the upcoming 25th anniversary of Diana's death, saying he wishes his 2 children with wife Meghan Markle, Archie and Lilibet, could have met her.
I want it to be a day filled with memories of her incredible work and love for the way that she did it. I want it to be a day to share the spirit of my mum with my family, with my children who I wish could have met her.
The 37-year-old concluded by mentioning Diana's favorite flowers, forget-me-nots.
Fittingly, her favorite flowers were forget-me-nots. I hope we can remember my mother's legacy by recommitting to those that we serve, whoever and wherever they may be.
Princess Diana tragically passed away on August 31st, 1997, after being involved in a car accident. Harry was at the polo match on Thursday to raise awareness and funds for Syndicated, his charity which works to support young people in Africa. Meghan also has had quite the week, with the success of her new Spotify podcast, Archetypes, which is already on the top of the charts in multiple countries, including the United States. Harry and Meghan seem to be living their best life in the States. They moved here after announcing they were stepping down as senior working royals back in 2020.
Meghan Markle is spilling some royal tea. In a wide-ranging interview with New York Magazine's The Cut, the Duchess of Sussex admitted that Prince Harry feels like he lost his dad the moment they decided to step back from royal life. If there's any hope, she will make peace with her husband's family and that she's planning to get back on Instagram. Quote, Harry said to me, I lost my dad in this process. It doesn't have to be the same for them as it was for me, but that's his decision. Meghan recalled Harry saying after the two decided to quit as senior working members of the royal family. But Meghan also noted that the couple were, quote, happy to leave the monarchy since they felt like they were just, quote, upsetting the dynamic of the hierarchy just by existing. When asked if there's any chance of moving past the family rift with the royal family, Meghan said that she believes forgiveness is really important. Quote, it takes a lot more energy to not forgive, but it takes a lot of effort to forgive. I've really made an active effort, especially knowing I can say anything. I have a lot to say until I don't. Do you like that? Sometimes, as they say, the silent part is still part of the song. After all, Meghan also revealed that she didn't sign anything that keeps her from talking about her time as a royal. But she hasn't yet because she's, quote, still healing. But the mother of 2 explained that she's ready for her real voice to be heard and shared that she has plans of getting back on Instagram nearly 5 years after closing her personal account amid her relationship with Prince Harry. Meghan and Harry left the UK back in 2020 and have since made their home in California.
Prince William and Kate Middleton joined forces with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for a somber occasion. The brothers and their wives made a surprising public reunion on Saturday for a walk outside Windsor Castle, where crowds had gathered to pay their respects following Queen Elizabeth's death. The foursome walked out together, with Harry and Meghan holding hands. They all stopped to view a sea of flowers, balloons, and written notes left outside the castle in the Queen's honor. Kate, William, Harry, and Meghan also paused to speak with many of those who had come and thanked them for being there.
How long have you been here for? I know, I saw.
About an hour and a half.
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Worth it. At least it's not raining.
Sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss.
Meghan crouched down to speak to lots of children in the crowd, as did Kate, and they both received bouquets of flowers as people offered their condolences. The royals later waved to the well-wishers with gratitude. A spokesperson for William reportedly told multiple outlets that the Prince of Wales had invited Harry and Meghan to join him and Kate, with a source telling People magazine that William thought the move was, quote, an important show of unity at an incredibly difficult time for the family.
It's always better when they're together. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were spotted dancing together at a Jack Johnson concert. In photos obtained by TMZ, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex can be seen enjoying a date night out on Thursday in Santa Barbara. According to the publication, the pair were jiving with the music, and at one point, Harry, quote, wrapped his arm around her waist. The couple, who reportedly sat in a special section at the event, posed with some of the night's musicians at the show, and singer Paula Fuga gushed about the pair being there before taking the stage.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are in the house tonight.
They're like waiting
side
for us to
stage,
come hang out.
waiting for me to make friends, invite me over for tea, whatever.
The duo attended the concert just a few weeks after returning to California, following the funeral services for Harry's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. While in the UK, they joined forces with Prince William and Princess Kate Middleton to greet well-wishers outside of Windsor Castle.
I've become that mom where I'm like sitting around with friends and I start singing like, Tyrannosaurus, that's the chorus, Tyrannosaurus. I was like, what am I singing? Oh my gosh, I'm singing Storybook. I'm singing Storybox. I am not singing Beyonce in that moment. I'm singing Storybots.
Meghan Markle is opening up about her life as a mom in a revealing new interview with Variety.
What I find a lot of strength or faith in is looking at my kids. I know it sounds so cheesy, but my gosh, it's the most perspective-building thing.
While sitting down with the publication, the mom of two adorably shared what TV shows her 3-year-old son Archie, who is 6th in line to the British throne, is currently into.
Well, I mean, Lily is only 1, so she doesn't watch TV, but Archie, he's loved Octonauts for a really long time. It's amazing because he's getting into more throwback shows like Magic School Bus. Who would have thought? He thinks it's great, and so that's been pretty fun to sort of see it again through his eyes. And Storybots is fantastic. It is such great educational programming for kids that's fun, so many good songs.
The Duchess of Sussex also shared what she and her husband Prince Harry do to unwind at night, and revealed some other personal details showing off her more relaxed side.
I play a mean game of Scrabble, especially timed Scrabble. It's something that I've loved for a long time. I'm very good at Jeopardy. And I love to cook. I don't know if a lot of people know that, maybe they do, but I also make a really solid bolognese sauce. So once we've gotten the kids to bed and I've played a little Wordle or done my 10 minutes of Duolingo. So after those two things, if we do turn on the TV, which is fairly rare, I think we're like most people where you just do endless searching until you get so tired of searching you don't watch anything. No, but there are a couple, I mean, there's some incredible shows on at the moment, and I think really watching great storytelling, there's nothing like it. So I would say White Lotus was a pretty good example of that.
The 41-year-old confessed in the conversation that her favorite rom-com is When Harry Met Sally, and joked about her Harry's favorite snack, adding, "My husband's favorite is In-N-Out. There's one at the halfway point between LA and our neck of the woods. It's really fun to go through the drive-thru and surprise them. They know our order." Meghan also explained if she would ever consider returning to acting. "No, I'm done. I guess never say never, but my intention is to absolutely not," she told the publication. The Archetypes podcast host also reflected on the days following her and the Duke of Sussex's explosive sit-down with Oprah Winfrey after stepping down from their roles as senior working members of the royal family. She recalled attending a birthday party for Gloria Steinem and said, "I remember feeling a bit uncomfortable, but before I could let my uncertainty linger, Pamela Adlon came up to me and greeted me with such warmth and kindness. She toured me around the room, and at every turn, more generosity and love was felt."
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's youngest kiddo has hit a major milestone. On the latest episode of the Duchess of Sussex's hit podcast, Archetypes, the proud mama revealed that the couple's daughter, Lilibet, is on the move.
Lily is just started walking. She's a year and a couple months old.
Oh my
And
God.
Archie's just over 3 years old.
Meghan, who was chatting with this week's guest, actress Pamela Alden, noted that with son Archie being 3, Meghan is, quote, in the thick of it. And she wouldn't have it any other way. The 41-year-old also opened up about the family's, quote, chaotic mornings and gushed over her hubby Prince Harry for being a, quote, good contributor to the kid time.
For me, it's, both monitors on for the kids to hear them, always up with Lily, get her downstairs. Then a half hour later, Archie's up, start doing his lunchbox right before he's up while I have her, getting her a little nibble. My husband's helping me get him downstairs, and it's...
Once the family of 4 is all downstairs, Meghan shared that she makes breakfast for everyone every morning, noting that it's, quote, very important to me.
I make breakfast for all 3 of them. It's very important to me. I love doing it.
That's so sweet.
And it just, to me, feels like the greatest way to start the morning. And then it's like, feed all 3 of the dogs, because we just got another dog. And then get Archie out the door to school. And, but it feels like a whirlwind.
Also, I hope Daddy's being a good contributor to like the kid time, because
my husband, he's great. I mean, to do this as a single mom, I like bow down to you. How someone does this without a partner to help them through. It is so much work.
It was really nice to see her. Be able to see her in some element of privacy was nice.
Prince Harry is opening up about where his relationship stands with his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. In a new interview with today's Hoda Kotb at the 2022 Invictus Games, the Duke of Sussex revealed intimate details about his recent meeting with Her Royal Highness.
Being with her, it was great. It was just so nice to see her. She's on great form. She's always got a great sense of humour with me, and I'm just making sure that she's, protected and got the right people around.
Well, you make her laugh. That's what she always says. Did you do it again?
Yes, I did. Both Meghan and I had tea with her, so it was really nice to catch up with her.
During the candid interview, the 37-year-old even shared more about the personal side of the monarch.
What's the best thing about her?
It's her sense of humour and her ability to see the humour in so many different things. We have a really special relationship. We talk about things that she can't talk about with anybody else.
The meeting was Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle's first in-person visit with Her Majesty since the pair stepped away from their duties as senior royals in 2020 and moved their family to California. Harry has only returned to the UK twice since then.
Home for me now is for the time being, it's in the States. And it feels that way as well.
Does it?
Yeah. We've been welcomed with open arms, and it's got such a great community up in Santa Barbara. So
you feel like that's home more for you?
Yeah.
Is that weird to say?
No, but I'm sure it'll become a thing.
While speculation that there is tension among the Duke and the royal family continues to grow, Harry told Hoda that he does miss his family, but he avoided talking about his dad, Prince Charles, and his brother, Prince William.
Yes, I think, especially over the last 2 years, for most people, have they not missed their family, right? The inability to be able to get home and see them. Of course, that's a huge part of it.
But do you miss your brother, your dad?
Look, I mean, for me, at the moment, I'm here focused on these guys and these families and giving everything I can, 120% to them, to make sure that they have the experience of a lifetime.
Yeah.
That's my focus here. And then when I leave here, I get back and my focus is my family, who I miss massively.
You do, I bet.
Of course I do. They're two little people.
How are Archie and Lilibet doing?
How are Archie and Lilibet doing?
They're doing great.
Prince Harry is giving a young fan a rare update on some of his children, 3-year-old Archie and 1-year-old Lilibet's latest milestones.
Archie is very, very busy, and Lily is learning to use her voice, which is great.
The Duke of Sussex virtually spoke with families who won the prestigious 2022 Well Child Awards last week, and said his own son reminded him of some of the recipients.
I tell you what, you sound just like my son Archie.
Really?
The same little squeaky voice. I love it.
Yeah.
While speaking with another family, Harry shared that his son has a giraffe balloon like the one they had behind them.
How long have you had that giraffe for? Because Archie's got a giraffe as well that has lasted a very long time, and we call him Gerald.
This is from the award night.
The prince and his wife, Meghan Markle, were slated to appear at the Well Child Awards in September, the same day news broke that his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, had taken a turn for the worse and ultimately died, prompting them to cancel their appearance. The 38-year-old apologized to the families for missing out on the event.
Thank you for meeting me. She thinks you are amazing. Amazing.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I didn't get a chance to meet you guys in person.
She says, I'm sorry about your grandmother, the Queen, too.
Harry also shared more on his family's 3 dogs.
I've got 3 in this house now, so we basically have 5 children. But I've got a black Labrador called Pula, a rescue beagle called Guy, and we got another rescue beagle called Mia. And between the 3 of them, they charge around chasing squirrels and causing all sorts of problems to us every single day.
No.
They are also emotional support dogs, 100%. When they're behaving.
More details about Prince Harry's tell-all memoir have been released. Penguin Random House, the publishing company behind the book, confirmed in a tweet on Thursday the release date of the book and the title. Tweeting in part, "We are excited to announce the remarkably personal and emotionally powerful story of Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Spare, the highly anticipated #Prince Harry memoir, will be published on January 10th, 2023. Learn more at princeharrymemoir.com." On the website, Penguin Random House gave a well-detailed synopsis of one of the stories about the Duke of Sussex, writing, "It was one of the most searing images of the 20th century. 2 young boys, 2 princes, walking behind their mother's coffin as the world watched in sorrow and horror. As Diana, Princess of Wales, was laid to rest, billions wondered what the princes must be thinking and feeling, and how their lives would play out from that point on. For Harry, this is that story at last. With its raw, unflinching honesty, Spare is a landmark publication full of insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief." In a press release about the book, the publishers also shared some other important parts of Prince Harry's life that will be included in the memoir. Writing in part, Spare also covers Prince Harry's dedication to service, the military duty that twice took him to the front lines of Afghanistan, and the joy he has found in being a husband and father. It offers an honest and captivating personal portrait, one that shows readers that behind everything they think they know about the prince lies a story that is veritably inspiring, courageous, and eye-opening. Prince Harry himself also gave a statement to Penguin Random House about what he's looking forward to the world seeing about him with this book, saying, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born, but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far, and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful." Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle aren't ones to hold back. They previously shocked royal fans when they stepped down as senior working royals in 2020 and subsequently did their shocking tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey.
Back at it now because now I know so much, and I'm so glad I didn't then.
Meghan Markle learned a lot about royal life when she first met Prince William and Kate Middleton. In Meghan and Harry's new docuseries on Netflix, the 41-year-old recalled meeting her brother-in-law and sister-in-law during a, quote, casual double date.
Even when Will and Kate came over and I had met her for the first time they came over for dinner, I remember I was in ripped jeans and I was barefoot. It's like I was a hugger. I've always been a hugger. I didn't realize that that is really jarring for a lot of Brits.
Meghan noted that she really thought the royal etiquette would be left at the door after their duties were done, but she was wrong. In the new series, Meghan and Harry also look back at their own love story, and they revealed that they actually met on Instagram, even though Meghan said she was, quote, really intent on being single.
I was scrolling through my feed and someone who was a friend had this video of the 2 of them. It was like a Snapchat.
Oh gosh, just that whole thing it started was like dog ears.
Dog ears. And
that's what he saw of me.
After their mutual friend told Meghan Harry was interested, the former actress went through the royals' private Instagram to see what he was really about. And she was impressed.
That's your homework. You're like, look, let me see what they're about in their feed. Not what someone else says about them, but what they are putting out about themselves.
The two started texting, and Meghan agreed to go on a date while in London for Wimbledon 2016. But Harry was late.
Again, I didn't know him. So I was like, oh, is this what he does? Got it. Like this I'm not doing. I'm not gonna sit.
What was that supposed to mean?
Like one of the guys who's so much of an ego that that any girl would sit around and wait for a half hour for you. And I was just not interested in that.
And then when I walked in,
he was
hot,
just so
sweaty,
sweet.
red ball of mash, she's like, oh, that's not, no, that's not what you want.
That's not what you
I'm
are.
so
You genuinely
sorry.
were like so embarrassed and late.